Hey there everybody, Jordan here, and welcome back to my walkthrough for Nancy Drew, Ghost of Thornton Hall. Let's see, I haven't been upstairs yet, so let's go upstairs here. I'm recording during the daytime, so it's gonna be harder to see.
It looks like the painting is missing.
And I have a painting right here to place here. I'm in the background, so just ignore me. So we're playing this game here. I believe I can do something upstairs. That's cotton. We're gonna need that later. And Wade said I have a package that Savannah left me. That's an EMF reader. It's yeah, it reads Ghost, and this is a book that Savannah wrote. Nancy, here's some of my old paperwork from when I was looking into Charlotte myself. I know you're going to be looking for Jessalyn during the day, but night is the best time to investigate the family. That's when the spirits get restless in more ways than one. You'll probably get more out of the family than anyway. The EMF gadget I included works pretty well on the property. I don't normally use these, but there's a strong correlation between the meter parking and documented sightings. I know you don't like things that can't be explained, but just because you can't be explained yet doesn't mean you should disregard it. Call me if you want to talk. I don't know what I can have to offer, but I'm there for you if you need me. Good luck, Savannah. So this is a book that she wrote. March 14th. Subject, swimmer. Type, visual. Aerial contact. Notes, near death. I was 14. My younger brother was about 12 at the time. I was a bit of a scrawny kid and caught more than my fair share of trouble, on account of being the smallest. But I was no coward, and I was itching to prove it. That's when I caught wind of Charlotte. I got in my head that if I spent the night out there on the island, the kids at school would leave me alone. Doesn't make sense now, but it made a lot of sense then. I made this big deal about sneaking onto the island, and everyone was interested, especially my younger brother Sean. He demanded to come, and to be honest, I was happy to have the company. We spent a while trying to get a boat, but nobody wanted to lend a boat to two kids in the middle of the night. Go figure, right? I knew if I didn't make it out there, I'd never hear the end of it. I made too big a deal about the whole thing. I was locked in. That's when I decided we should swim over. Anyone who grew up here knows you don't do that. The swim's not far, but the currents, oh, they'll smash you on the rocks, or they'll pull you under. That's exactly what happened to Sean. 1 second he was next to me, and the next, gone. I panicked and dove into the water. Nothing. Again and again, nothing. But turns out he was fine. He made it to the shore. I was the one in trouble. I kept going under till I got disoriented. I couldn't find which way was up. I knew that was it for me. I knew I was going to die, and I could feel the fight going out of me. That's when I heard singing. The water around me went still, and a song started swimming. Songs don't swim. Songs are written and in tune. Started swimming its way around me, pulling me toward this thing, this woman, Charlotte. The water was ice cold, and she was turning it to steam. Smoke was pouring from her like ink under the water. I knew I couldn't die down there. I knew I had to get out of the water. I don't know what happened next. I woke up on the rocks, then in the hospital. I never saw her again. I've spent the rest of my life trying not to look. And the other story, April 10th, subject, Kagger. Type, Ariel, phantom smoke. No eye contact, possibly unreliable or not telling entire story.
Yeah, I saw her. It doesn't matter why I was there, let's just say I'm an artist. Underappreciated in my time and by powers that be. I was out with a few writers I like to run with, on the ruins. Elle was working on her stuff like she always did. Little cute for my taste, but she is who she is. Suddenly, she drops everything and is like, we gotta go. Right now. She said it like, no drill, just run. We grabbed the stuff and we ran. As we were going, there wasn't smoke, but we were all choking like there was. Could all smell a fire, and in the distance we had screaming. I wanted to go back, but Elle told me that what we heard wasn't human. We all knew she was right. We got off the island. That's all it was.
And final story. Subject, old friend. Non-haunt, skeptic. Mild hesitation. I knew her. We came up in school together. She was the smartest, the prettiest, and nice. She didn't need to be, but she was. She talked to everyone about their lives, their friends and families, and she could remember it all. We used to joke that she had the whole town in her head. Maybe it was more true than we thought. When she died, part of the town died with her. I know you want to ask about the hauntings, and rather you than someone else. You know, that stuff doesn't sit with me, but you come from good people. The truth is, she's just gone. Part of me wishes she was a ghost, so I could go tell her my proper goodbyes. But anyway, that's silly for 2 reasons. Since she's been made up to be such an angry ghost, I've heard the stories just like you did. That's not Charlotte. Not the Charlotte I known. There was no evil in her. Did you think what happened... Oh, Savannah. Do you think what happened the night she died might have changed that? It was an accident. What if she wasn't? Then she's Charlotte. She always was Charlotte. Sorry, I'm tongue-tying myself here. Okay, so that's the book that she wrote. Okay, so... Yeah, there are a lot of portraits in this game. We're going to have a picture puzzle later in the game. Like, yeah, that's going to be later on here. And what's this? It's a Thornton... I don't feel like reading a whole nother book out loud. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, once that, picture puzzle, or the portrait puzzle coming up, we're gonna go, whoa! Charlotte? Hey, Charlotte, how's it going? Spooky ghost Charlotte.
What was that?
That was Charlotte's ghost. I was gonna say we'd have a puzzle, like, there was some letters carved into these portraits.
What's that smudge? It almost looks like something was painted over.
Okay, so this is a puzzle. Basically, you just go back here. We have to go back downstairs to solve this puzzle. No, don't go outside. Just go over here and grab some turpentine. And then go back upstairs. And, it's over here. Just use the napkin. Put the turpentine on the napkin, and then...
There's something back there.
Wipe the napkin off on the painting.
What is that? Are those graves?
Okay, so... The graves are in the graveyard. Let's go, see what... Well, first let's talk to... No, let's not talk to Colton right now. This is the cemetery, and we have Wade. That statue just turned its head at me. Creepy, creepy, creepy things. Okay, so the graves are over here. Right here. 54 souls. There are 54 people buried there. Huh. Alright, so let's talk to Wade Thornton. He's just standing out here in the cemetery. Wade.
You sure do like creeping around.
And you sure do like standing around.
From what I understand, the Thornton family business is very successful.
Yep. We got money and all the trouble that buys.
Huh.
What do you think of Colton?
I do not like that shifty little punk. But I have said that about all Jesse's boyfriends. With him, I mean it a little extra. Something's crooked with the two of them together. I don't know if she can see it or not.
Huh, well, it looks like he doesn't like him.
Do people really come here trying to meet Charlotte's ghost?
Around the time Charlotte's ghost was driving the family away, the stories started to spread. Little kids around here started playing this game to scare themselves silly. They'd turn off the lights and say, "Fire so red, night so black. Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back," over and over again until they just about scare themselves to death. It was just a game, but that's when people started jumping the fence at night hoping to meet her, saying that same silly rhyme. Most would just come and go in peace, but the ones who found her, it messed them up real good. A couple even went into shock.
Huh. Oh, well, they try to meet her, but it scares them to death.
I saw something I can't explain in the house.
That's why you couldn't get me in there for nothing.
I don't believe in ghosts, but...
That don't stop you from feeling them. Would you believe my happiest memories live in that house? Christmases and long summer nights stargazing on the roof.
Huh. Well, yeah, he has memories in the house, apparently.
Who runs the family company?
Clara,
Do you think that's fair?
No.
Well, what about you?
Would you like to run the company?
Good, sweet nonsense, no. Do not even imply that I'm after that to anyone.
Okay, fine. Alright.
Is it true that you have a questionable past?
You asking if I really went to jail? Yes. I advise against it.
Why?
It's not a fun place and they don't let you leave.
No, I mean, why did you go to jail?
I know what you meant. I took a tour of the seasons. My debt is paid, that's all.
But I want to know.
I'd really like to know.
The nerve you got.
Yeah, I guess she does have some nerves.
Why aren't you in the house?
I'm only on the island because Jesselyn's missing. Nothing's gonna get me in that house.
Huh.
I found a set of graves without names on the markers.
That is where our troubles began.
What happened?
Most of the family'd rather it never come up. Our first factory was right here on the island. At the time, it made us a lot of money. But along the way, we got greedy. Never built a place for the workers to stay. They'd bed down right on the processing floor. Nothing for heat in the winter, so the workers built fires inside. One winter, there was a wicked cold snap. They built a couple of extra big fires, and in the night the fumes built up. None of them ever woke up again. That's when we split in two. Half saying this'll never happen again, and half saying accidents happen. Grieve and move on.
Well, alright, well, when did this happen?
When did the factory accident happen?
That was more than 100 years ago, and we still can't move on. That's why this house still stands, I think. Until we Thorntons decide who we're gonna be, we're stuck on this island. You should see it on a summer day when the ocean and the sky are sharing the same blue, and the grass is bright. But here it is, gray and dark, under all the misery we've heaped upon it.
Okay, well, I have something to say before I end this video. Let's say goodbye to Wade.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Adios, Wade. Okay, well, I was gonna say, I believe the phone is charged now, so let's go to the Thornton Hall. Oh, okay, first of all, I have to do something here.
I'd better check out what's going on upstairs.
That means there's a new note for Nancy.
Make yourself blind. Call Charlotte home. I need to figure out what this means.
Even ghosts have their favorite haunts. Charlotte requests a meeting with you. Recite a rhyme with Dreadful Meter where Dreadful Meter is at its peak. Make yourself blind, don't dare peek. Call Charlotte home and hear her speak. She may just let you live. Well, we're gonna solve this puzzle in the next video. For now, I have to do something before this 15-minute timer of mine is up. The phone has to be charged by now, and it is.
Looks like I need to figure out the password.
And we will figure out the password next video. Okay, so I guess that's a pretty interesting thing, or interesting topic to end the first video. Thank you for watching, and I will solve the phone puzzle in the next video.